Hi, I am trying to make another quick 5-minute video about the paper, and I will make an opportunity for extra credit if you revise your paper. However, I did not make copy edits to everybody's paper as extensively as you see over here. This is an original paper and it's very smart, it has great ideas, has excellent use of evidence from Thorne and Lorber and a few other sources, and brings about some interesting ideas. However, in the original paper, the author relies extensively on the passive voice, and that is a style of writing you see in some textbooks, and it's generally considered poor. What's better is to use active verbs like I have highlighted over here in the same copy. So this is the original writing of the paper. Gender and sex are two completely different things, but are easy to get confused in this society. Sex of a person is typically defined from the characteristics of the private parts. Before coming out the womb, the doctor, there are appointments to tell us the gender in the womb. Gender reveal parties coming out in an early age help assign clothing and activities for the baby to learn. So you can hear how there's a lot of extra words in that paragraph, because when you're trying to use the to be conjugations, this is, these are, and you're not using a direct active explanation of who's doing what, the writing gets confusing. So this is track changes. So if you go to review, where the heck did review go? I guess you can't see the review right here because, okay, reviewing. You can see, track changes, comments, and what was removed in red and what was added in blue. And I want to emphasize the active verbs here. So in this copy, you see the same paragraph, but now it says, gender and sex are two completely different things, yet we easily confuse them. The medical field typically defines a person's sex from characteristics of the genitalia. Before coming out of the womb, doctor's appointments use ultrasound to inspect organs, including the sex organs. Parents throw gender reveal parties, and even before birth, the sex assigns clothing and activities for a baby to learn. And, if you think about the sex, this M or F, this teeny tiny penis or clitoris, pardon me for being so blunt, that thing is going to control like what color the kid can wear. It's a little wild. But that becomes more profound for the rest of their life. Thorne's article found that teachers often use gender to control the students. Children learn many basic things in elementary, and it gets embedded in their brains. Okay, so if you just look at the two sample papers I have here side by side, you can see that using those direct active verbs and reading out loud can really help you to be more direct and more clear. And it also cuts out a lot of unnecessary words. So that's one suggestion for revision, is to look for to be and its conjugations and to put in the active descriptive verbs. The other thing I would like to show you is, and I apologize if this looks completely different in your view. I don't know why Blackboard makes the view different for faculty and for students, but you should be able to see the rubric when you click on the assignment in the gradebook, and you should also be able to see feedback when you click on in the gradebook when you see your grade. It might look like this. It should allow you to look at the rubric and to see which things you did well and I added points for, and which things you can improve. You can see the Safe Assign Originality report, and you can also see any feedback that I've written directly to you. So I wanted to quickly show you these items so that you can think about getting some extra credit by revising your paper, and think about ways to make sure your paper is fulfilling what the rubric asks you to do, which is to use evidence from 3 different sources and or videos, to explain things in your own words and why you think it's interesting or important, to use those active verbs and read your draft out loud, because that's going to automatically help your grammar, and topic sentences, and also to have a clever title. Chromosomes versus Identity is kind of a compelling, interesting title for this particular paper, because it's really asking about the tiniest particulars of biology versus the big psychological concept of identity and society and culture. So hopefully this will help you as you think about your paper if you're writing it, or if you'd like to revise it for extra credit. Have a great day.